to another Sunset Talk. Today is going to be spicy because I wanted to come on here first and talk about strategy and my upcoming workshop and all this, but screw it. Today was unexpectedly eye-opening and very different than planned. And I want to talk about a couple of things. Before we talk about strategy, we need to talk about something way more important, because you cannot scale something that you hate. You cannot scale something that doesn't allow you to be fully you. You cannot grow something that robs you or takes away and doesn't give you the freedom to be fully yourself, to have your creative freedom, to do what the fuck you want. And even though we think in our business we can do that because we're the business owners and we're making the rules, but at some point there comes a mind fuckery that tells you, no, you have to, and this is the strategic conditioning that comes with this coaching bubble that tells you, no, but you have to do it this way because that is more successful, or that gets you there faster, or this is trending, or this is what seemingly statistics say is working, or this successful coach is doing it that way. So your mind thinks, oh, but then I cannot be this way, and I cannot talk about it in that way, or cannot show about it in that way. But I want to tell you really fucking truth, and that landed from me today. And I want to invite you to join me for this conversation and kind of put your thoughts, your feelings, if anything resonates, in the comments below. If you have anything to bring to contribute to this conversation, then please feel free to share in the comments, because this is not another masterclass or something where I want to teach. This is more me sitting here watching the sunset after a fucking intense day where I worked through a lot of things mentally, emotionally, energetically, and I just pressed go live. And actually I was thinking that this is more the podcast conversation that I want to have, but we're just going with this now here because I think you need to hear this now and not waiting until the podcast is up. And definitely this will be on the podcast, because that's kind of the message of my design is that I want you to deeply know that if anything, if what you're building right now doesn't give you the freedom to be fully yourself, it's not in alignment. And if you feel like you're building or trying to scale something where you do not get paid to be yourself, by pure existing, people come to you and pay you for that, just being you is enough, it is not scalable. Because truth is, there is strategy in your alignment. And if you're not yourself, you're not in alignment. You're not self. And that is not the highest money-making success signature frequency. And with money, I mean, actually we need to have a different conversation around money, because this conversation here, and I put it on my stories, this landed from me today, and I can barely see the comments because everything is kind of against the sun, but I really would invite you to comment say yes if that in somehow resonates. It would be amazing to hear if you feel this. So, because before we talk about strategy, and I'm really good at, I'm half strategic in my design and half receptive. But for a while now, something is really lingering in the back of my mind, and that's why I wanted to have the podcast. But it is bigger conversation. It's not just having another platform of influence where I can have a different conversation and talk about different topics. This got me shown today that we need to, before we even talk about strategy, and before I can tell you what, and this is my genius, I'm good at it, to strategize, to monetize, to market everything that you want to create. But this is the point. Before we have a conversation about what strategy you're going to implement based on your human design that will get you more clients, have you be more visible, stand out more, have you offer sell more, all these things that are more tactical, strategic, etc. Yes, all in alignment. But before we have that conversation, we need to talk about something different. We need to talk about what is it actually that you really want to create. Why are you here? What is your purpose? What is your message? What is your movement? What is your mission? What is bigger than the business? What is about your being you? And this is what I want to work with my clients on first, before anything else. And there's so much pressure that I see in getting into the head about, yeah, but I need to create content and I need to have my core message ready and I need to have my offers, and then there's my profile and how can I sell from my profile? I need to kind of position myself based on my channels and all that. And today it really landed. It's like, fuck it. I want, this is the ambivalence, the polarity in my design, the strategic brain, but then there's this body, which is my transmitter, my ego, my spleen, which really pulls and activates your ego, your being, your bigger potential, is what I do so naturally in conversations, and this is why I'm here. Then we can package it up and put it into a strategy. But first we need to have that kind of conversation, because what I see right now, and I had this feeling within myself today, if we build something just from what you're good at, what you can do, what your expertise is, what your excellence is, what you have done over and over and over again, which is also part of your design, that's great. That will make you money. But then there comes a point, and this is the forecast of 2027. There comes a point where you still ask yourself, okay, is this fully me? And I felt this when you're so embodied in your design, and some of my clients are watching this here, we're like already ahead, because the deconditioning process takes time. And so I'm now in my year. Which year am I actually? Wow, 7th year. I'm actually in my 7th year, and it takes 7 years to decondition. And the more you study with really already advanced human design mentors, not just the pop HD culture, the ones who are really already integrated in their design, then you can be in that process faster. But I want to say that you want to build something that really allows you to get paid to be yourself. And we had who is here for that? Say yes in the comments if you want that. And if you're watching the replay, say yes, I'm here to get paid to be myself. This gets to be your mantra. Now look at your business. Take an energy audit about everything that you're doing right now. On a scale from 0 to 10, go through everything. Go through your offers, go through your way, how you create content, go through the way how you work with clients, even if you love your clients, but go through that and take an energy audit from 0 to 10. Where are you? And where do you feel like, fuck, I'm actually too much in my head and too much worrying about my clients' results and too much thinking that I need to teach this and I need to show that and I need to do it this way and I need to do that way. And I cannot talk about it in this way because most likely, and this is what hit me today, the thing that you feel is too much about you, about the way you show up, about the way you live your life, about the way you speak about things, your perspective, especially if you're a projector, we see things so clear and so differently. And then you hold back because no, that's too much for people, right? It's repelling and people are offended, and this happens to me all the time. When I put out a little bit of, and I haven't done it in a while, and that's why it landed today. I went back, so this is what happened. It happens to me as well. So that's why I have this conversation, to share with you from my 6-line truth while I'm watching the sunset. I'm going to give you a little bit of the sunset. Can you see that? Can you see the sunset? I don't even know if you can. No, I don't know. Oh, here, can you see it? I don't know. Maybe you just get dizzy. But the sun came out, and I'm like, I need to talk about this. Hello, is there any comments? Hi, if anyone is watching, say what human design type are you? I just want to kind of check in with you so that I can see something here. And I want to tell you that very honest, very raw story from today. Something unexpected happened today in my family, and I needed to reschedule my plans. I was about to host an incredible workshop, the how can I work with you method. Where I teach my clients the CTM method that really allows me to attract those most amazing, incredible clients that I love deeply and who are really at the same vibe that I am. And I'm using human design, and it's very, I can break it down about what offers to create and how to show up, which content to create that creates really that recognition, how to use the projector strategy, and how to make sales effortlessly with just literally while I'm talking here, having an incredible projector who just found me now signing up for the academy. So I am good at something that is my second line nature, and especially as a transmitter with the channel of transmitting, I can teach it. And I can translate that in your business, in your content, for your design. Done. I'm supposed to teach that workshop today. Now, we had to reschedule that workshop to Wednesday. So you can still join if that is something that you want to learn from me, because it's going to be fucking epic for your business and for your clients as well. But what showed me today is that I'm a double Scorpio. I have gate of crisis in my design active in my undefined solar plexus, and I have Pluto in my gate 60. That means there has to always be I'm looking at who is here. Both Sarah Louises are here. Hi, Sarah, 4-6 projector. By the way, Sarah, I'm so sorry about your loss today as well. Sending you so much love. I saw that this morning. Who else is here? I think I saw Christina. Hello. Gorgeous. So anytime something critical happens, it's for me a massive growth portal and such an amplifier and such a moment where I remember like who the fuck I am and why I'm here. And it was like such a breakout of something that I had put to the side for months now. Actually, it was very clear as I came back from LA, but it was kind of lingering feeling, and this eclipse really brought it up that there's something bigger than business that is my calling. And I have my contribution to the gift that I had to get invited to study original source-based human design material. I didn't study it from any coaches out there on the internet. I got really invited into studying source material, which is completely different. And so that's why my deconditioning, my path is so fast. And I know my way to contribute and to give back is by empowering projectors and prepare them for 2027, which is a fucking hard job. It's a fucking hard job, and I'm very honest here. I'm a projector myself, so I am allowed to say that. And I'm the sixth line, meaning projectors are so hard to build trust with because they're so conditioned by family, society, the coaching world, and it takes a really while so that they trust that there's a better way. And this deconditioning for us projectors is the hardest. Now, when I say I'm here to help, my purpose is, one part is to help projectors to prepare for 2027, to build successful businesses the projector way, and nobody out there is doing that. So I really radically own that I'm the best in doing that. And it is hard because it takes really deep conditioning plus the strategy plus the human design. It's not an easy path. I don't want to sugarcoat that. Yeah, it's not just sign up for my course, you get my templates, you get my plugin things. No, it's not. We need to look at, okay, let's pull out who you really are, and let's look at how is your environment not allowing you to be a full fucking projector. Yeah, and this is what nobody really is talking about. And I think this is what hit me today. It's like, if I really bring that to the table, and if I really speak truth about that and share it in a direct way, and even call projectors forward to really step it up, because I think a lot of projectors are too scared to really step into that success. Because what happens is you shock your environment with your power. And there's this big fear of what if I lose my people? What if I lose my friends? What if I need to dismantle some of my business because it's built the generator way and I lose income? I say, yes, you will. And you will build something way more aligned, way more successful, way more lighter, and you attract way more aligned clients, way more aligned friends, and it's your fucking job, it's your responsibility to step into the role as a projector to be able to guide, because 2027 is coming, the people need you, and you're here for a purpose. But the thing is, just this mental pressure of, I need the strategy, I need that next course, I need to know how. That's not the projector way. It's one part of it. Yes, we need to think about strategic structures of the business the projector way, but before there is not that thing that I need to pull out of all my clients and look at, what is it that you're really here to talk about? What is it that you really want to build? Because you cannot build something that is not fully allowing you to be yourself. You will hate it. And you will burn yourself out. You feel bored, you feel bitter, you feel frustrated, that you always kind of have to show up in your job, in your business, as if it was your job, and you have to pretend to be someone else, to be kind, to be nice, to sugarcoat yourself, to dim yourself down, instead of really sharing the projector truth and power and what we see. However, if a projector tries to do that without knowing how to use our strategy of creating recognition and being invited to share that, you will repel people. Yes, that's true. And that's the fear of a projector. And it is understandable that we all fear to be too much, because nobody told us and taught us, because our parents weren't able to do that, how to correctly operate and show up in that projector posture and projector energy from the strategy and being invited to share. Because you cannot just share and put your opinion on people and tell people what to do. That's too direct or as penetrative, right? Now my point is, what hit me today is that there's more. There's not just the thing of learn how to build a successful business and make money just for the freedom. That's still not purpose. That's still not alignment. And the point is that all the strategies that I see out there currently, like blowing up like crazy, a lot of fifth lines are selling that. Here are my templates, here are my email sequences, just plug in that, done for you. I teach you my system step by step, and a lot of projectors are running there because the projector mind is so trained and so strong to just want to have the answer, what is working for me? Is this you? And even if it is not, if you're not a projector, it's the mind fuckery. What is working for me? And I'm going to tell you, like, today really showed me that I don't want to build something where I cannot fully be myself. And I had a conversation with so many of my clients. Are they on here? Like, who's actually on here? Going into, but I want to build it this way, and I haven't really stepped into that. And it's fucking scary. And I was like, yeah, this is why I'm here, to hold you through, to walk with you through that. Because you're here for a bigger mission and a movement. So ask yourself, what is the movement? And that needs to be presented in your brand. In your brand, that means your personality. Your brand it's a core message. It has to be something that is so uniquely to you that you do not hide your power and your mission and yourself behind offers or behind content just because some other coach gave you that template that sells. And yes, I also work with templates, and I also tell you kind of how to market, because there's a difference between building your personal brand and then how we want to market and sell. That is more the strategic part, but we need to put this to the side first. And this is where I now get so fired up, because I heard this morning so clearly with what happened. It's like there's another thing that gets to be dismantled even within my own business and how I work, is that I found I lost a part of my spice, my ginger-esque way along the way, where I try to scale what I know is the most incredible offer, creation, space, mentorship, the Academy for Projectors that I've ever created. It's the place for projectors to be, to really prepare for 2027. And if you have tried all the strategies, all the courses, put so much money into other coaches and still feel it's not working, it's because you don't know what is working for you, for all human design types. And that's why I say the next strategy and just thinking about how to scale is not the answer if you don't know really what works for you, who you are, and how to bring that piece that you always held back into your business so that you just fully express that and the business supports it. And that is the offer. That is the content that sells. That is the way how you're meant to impact people, however the impact is. And yes, in your chart there is a way that you're designed to impact them, whether you're your circuitry is more collective, and you're here more to share the information. You're not here to hold hands and do it with them and support people. Maybe you're an individual, that's more about empowerment. But if you're tribal, you're here to be more in the work with people and support them through it. But it's what you love and what you're naturally good at. So if something feels unnatural for you in your business, there's a reason for it. And it's not the wrong strategy. Usually it is the alignment is off, and there is a strategy in your alignment. This is what I always said. Even I think that I started bridging those two worlds of business and design in 2021 really intentionally, where it clicked that there's the ones who will build a business just for the money and financial and travel freedom. Great, you do you, go for it. But then there are the ones who have this big calling and say yes if this is you. Can I see something? Can I see money, Jen, here? Okay, this is for all of you, no matter which type you are. If you have a bigger calling, listen up, because I want to create something completely new. And it's going to start with the CTM method workshop. It's for all human design types. So if you have a bigger calling and you feel that just the next strategy is not what will get that out to your people, start with the CTM method this Wednesday. Message me for the information, because I want to bring something, not just the strategic part and how to use your human design in your marketing and sales. I want to bring something different into the conversation, into that workshop. Because the thing is, if you feel you have a bigger calling and you are here to really get paid to just be you, if you know that, my work is for you. Because I'm not here to just feed the mind of the not self of tell me what to do and tell me the steps. I'm here, the 6-2, to show you what's possible, to create a life and a business by being yourself and getting paid to be you. And I forgot that. And that includes, for me, being myself means I'm German, I'm direct, I'm a defined ego. I will talk about money, yes. And if people, and I had some people following me and bashing on my content that I abuse human design to sell to people's not self to make money. And I'm like, listen up. If you have an issue to talk about money, we need to talk about money. Yeah, because yes, there is a lot of deconditioning that I did around the ego and not self and external, finding certain worthiness in making more money. We all have that conditioning, but I can say I did my homework. Yeah, and all of my clients know that. They felt the difference, and if you go back to all my content, you will see it as well. So I have nothing here to hide, and I'm still doing the work on that. But if you want to get paid, and you know that you're here just to, and you see it already, you're with your clients, you're in a session, you're in the work, and you're just yourself, and so much magic happens, and you cannot tell how. This is when you're in alignment. This is when you're fully dropped in. There's no not self, no manipulation, nothing. It's just that. And this is what the business needs to be about. Okay? But the whole coaching world tells you, but this is not what scalable. This is not what you can sell. Is it a group program? Is it this? Is it that? You want to put them. So many of my clients say, I don't want to even be a coach or name myself a coach. I said, I'm not a coach. I do use tools of coaching and mentorship and strategic consulting and all my systems that I have. But in the first place, I'm a fucking projector. I'm a German. I'm ginger. I am a 6'2". I know myself. So I don't want to put any labels on myself. I'm here to, with my design, to empower you to step into your potential and to really feel that you have permission to do it your way, period. That's my business model, okay? And then I create the offers that I want, that my spleen tells me I'm thriving, so my clients will thrive. And I know now that that gets to be more infused into my own work with my clients. So the first question is really, how do you want to work with your clients? Where do you feel, how do you want to live your life? And what do you know about yourself you're meant to do? Is it being on stages? Is it writing a book? Is it creating songs? Is it writing poetry? Is it doing art? Like one of my clients did the most exciting, most successful launch by creating art performance as launch content instead of a masterclass. Now, you can bet that the work that we did behind the scenes around, but will it work? Will people get it? Will people understand what this offer is about? Will people sign up? That was the work. But it was not the answer of another strategy of how to create content and get people into a conversion ratio or sell more emails or whatever. And it was the most successful launch. It was the fastest that people signed up and all paid in full and all signed up for the VIP option. So, and she felt fucking amazing. It was so spacious, so flowing. There was no overthinking on what to post and what to say and what are the pain points and the desires. Yes, all that is important. You want to know your client. You want to nail your messaging in order to speak to those clients. But here's the thing. If you still don't talk what you want to talk about, and I have that too. I get that feeling too. When I speak my whole truth, and I need to close my eyes now because otherwise I get distracted by this, because this is what the point is. If I think what you might feel, if you feel triggered or feel it's too much, when I share my truth from a undetached way of, I just give you information, I just share what I know is the truth. My job is sharing truth as a 6 line. What you do with it is yours. You follow your authority, I would say. Yeah. So, but we have these feeling of, okay, but people will be repelled. People think it's too direct. People will be called out. And I kind of confront them with the truth. And I say, I got to remind myself how I want to be mentored. And I always was seeking people who don't sugarcoat and go right into the depth of it and the core of it, because this is how I grow fastest. Don't tell me all the shoo and sugarcoat me and whatever. This is what I don't want. I don't need this. I want to have that direct line. Tell me what's not working, where I can get better, and then I can get to work. This is how my ego loves to work. This is my personality, is my attitude. And interestingly, I made the biggest improvement in my yoga practice, in my career, in my nutrition, in my life in general. When I get right into a room where I feel the most uncomfortable because I'm the smallest, I don't earn enough, like my mind was like, you don't earn millions, you're not that far ahead, who are you? I'm like, I put myself in there, got uncomfortable. I'm a double Scorpio, I'm like going deep, and then the breakthroughs on the other side was the most amazing thing. So I'm seeking that. I want to be mentored by it, and this is my personality. Now when I share exactly, and I will share more of that, and I had shared more of that back in 2022 and 2021, and I kind of, with this whole strategic focus on scaling, I lost that part. I'm very fucking honest here. And maybe I'm going to share this very open, very honest. This came up today, and I always role model for my clients that content has to be authentic. And so I'm going to share this because probably, most likely, you sit with a message, an offer, something that you want to create, and you think you cannot do it because it's too much, because it's people don't understand what I will say. Fuck it. Fuck it. Because you will rob yourself of your biggest gift. You will kind of put yourself in a box, and people will not, the right people you will not attract with a streamlined, sugar-coated, strategically, highly optimized funnel. I love funnels, by the way, and they make me money every day while I sleep. But my funnels have that energy, and I will dial it even more up because I want to attract more clients who are all in. I get fucking drained by people in my DMs like, yeah, thank you, you're so inspiring, I'm gonna sit with it, I'm gonna think about it. I'm like, I'm not for you. And you have people that are your people, and you need to be so authentic that it's clear. The vibration, the frequency has to be clear, and I'm currently clearing that up even by just talking about this here. This is how I work. Undefined throat, just talking it out, I'm clearing it out. I'm getting so much fired up again. So I was sitting with something, and I was looking for in the wrong places for a spark. And then I went back into my old content because I was looking for something that I want to package up for the academy. And like, whoa, wait a minute. Ginger from 2022 was way more spicy and way more bold in her expression. I'm like, where is she? She kind of got little bit put to the side with all the strategic stuff, and she's still here, but she matured a little bit. Yeah, I would say now it's time, kind of, summer is the season of a more embodied, lean back, spicy version of Ginger, kind of hot, but still not, back then there was, I'm very honest, there was a little bit of a not self covered in that, and that she's not there anymore. But I definitely know that my strategic part took over a little bit, and now it's time to bring that back in. And this live stream is kind of a little taste test of it, in order to role model for you that there's a more spicy, more bold, or even more soft, more leaned back, more emotional version. It doesn't always have to be louder just because I am that give me the mic, get me on stage version. Yeah. But as I reminded myself of that, and that is what we need to pull out of you first before we look at strategy. And this is kind of the way how I work with my clients in the academy or in my one-on-one anyways. But what I notice is that in one-off workshops, or even in my content and even on live streams, I was way more strategic and telling you what to focus on and how to use human design strategically in your business, that I was like, wait a minute, that's actually that creates the wrong impression. Because first we need to look at what is the thing that you really are here to build, and then we build a strategy around it. And we need to look at why the not self is holding you back with this too muchness, too deep. And yes, you will repel people. And I tell you, you have to repel people, because then it makes space for the right people. And I know it's going to be a cleansing process. You might lose some clients. You might have clients saying no. You might feel your audience is silent when you put out the big guns. but I'm going to tell you, the right people will finally say, and I want to, like, I see some of you are still with me. It's a long live stream, and I know you have a busy life or whatever, but you're still watching this. Tell me in the comments, and if you're watching the replay, was that helpful? Did you need to hear that? What if, imagine I would not have said this, because you're not for everyone and I'm not for everyone. But I had to remind myself today that I cannot hold that part back that wants to come out. And I said even to my friend this morning, where everything kind of was a little bit overwhelming with the news that I had, and I had to navigate some family stuff and then rescheduling the workshop, the business stuff. And I'm like, fuck, I cannot allow my not self fear of, yeah, but if you say that, people will just leave and they will not join the offers. And even though they are so, you see their potential, then I'm not ready for my work. If I want to be even more myself. I want to be paid for being myself, and that means more stages and more live events and more riffing and mentoring and sharing that. And yes, also a strategic part, but I saw clearly what I'm missing in my spark as the next level, which is in-person events, and which is more conversations and a circle of like-minded people who want to create a movement with their word because they're here for a bigger calling. Then I cannot just talk about little offers and packaging it up and how to sell. That is not a match. So I am clearing my energy right now, and I want to create something bigger. And it's not that you need to burn down your business when you feel, oh fuck, it's not aligned. I want to say bring a different energy into your business, and that's kind of the most important message here that captures everything. I'm not shutting down my academy. I'm not teaching my workshop, but I will bring, and I'm not stop creating content or doing the reels or talking about strategy. Strategy is fucking important. If you don't have a strategy for your business and how to scale, and if you still follow those people's strategies, we need to talk, okay? We need to talk about your sales and marketing strategy. But if you bring finally a different energy into your business, into your content, into your sales, into your marketing, you will have immediately a different response, because the universe, the matrix, the energy, the mechanics, because it's all quantum physics, will only give you what you send out. So if you send out good girl, sugarcoating, oh, I'm afraid to be too much energy, you will get meat in life and in business by people who do not trust you, who are not decisive, who think you are inspiring but not really a match, So bring that energy that you want to experience, that you feel you have to share, into everything, your relationships, your client work, your offers, your in real life, and trust that. And we need to build the trust within you first before we build the trust strategy for your business, okay? And we do both. So, and that's the whole thing. It's not that you're going to burn it down or that the relationship is not working. It's always about what is the energy that you bring into everything, in your business, in your life, in your sales, in the content, in your offers, etc. And if you're here for something really, really big, and you're meant to impact people with your gifts without even knowing what these gifts are, the feeling is enough, then let's talk, because I'm really here for those way showers, trailblazers, rebels. The kind of, it's about getting rich, yes, richness of life, experience, and money and wealth, but also in a very rebellious way, because it's the most rebellious thing that you can do to the world, kind of, to be yourself, to be different, to be as an individual. And that's what the whole game of human design is. It's the science of differentiation. So if you're afraid to be different and too much, congratulations, you're one step closer to living your design without the need to understand mentally what each single gate and channel of your chart means and how to use it in your marketing. Because when you go all the way back, before you found all the strategy and the how-to and the business stuff, you were doing something intuitively right, that felt right, and that maybe was even more successful. In my case, it was. And I reminded myself of this today, and I'm going to bring it back. And I'm going to bring it back into my offers and for my clients, because I know all of my clients want that, getting paid to be themselves. And this is what the business model will be about. And my gift is to bridge both. I can help you pull that out of you and create a successful business out of it, with the marketing, with the sales, with the offers. Good. Thank you for listening. This is what we're going to do. And the first way, if you feel fired up right now and you know you're here for this bigger calling, you want to get paid to be yourself, and you want to do it with me, your invitation is to join the workshop on Wednesday, the CTM method, where I'm going to share with you my method to attract those clients, that are exactly looking for that version of you that you have been holding back. And we're gonna bring that out, what that version is, and it's in your chart. I can tell you what it is. I can show you what it is, and I'm gonna tell you what offers you're gonna create, and how to bring that in your content, your messaging, your way you're selling. Not the strategy, that version of you. And I'm fucking lit up. So if you want to learn more about that workshop, and maybe you want to join and to see if it's for you, just send me the word CTM, and I'm going to give you the infos. I'm so excited that we still have 2 days to prepare, because that energy going to bring some activation and will remember you, who the fuck you are. Okay, trust that. Thank you for listening. Going to see you soon. Bye.